Hi, guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host, Eddie, and in tonight's video, I will be doing my film review for the movie I just got done watching a short while ago. Oh my goodness, that was creepy. Pet Cemetery. I just got done watching it a short while ago. It's still fresh in my mind, and I want to quickly do my review with you guys. But before I get into all of that, of course, please be warned this is a spoiler filled film review. Again, if you haven't seen Pet Cemetery and you would like to, do not keep watching or listening to this review, as I will be discussing spoilers, meaning characters, plot details, huge OMG scary moments, and all that jazz. I also might be making references to the book or to the original film, so if you haven't read or seen either of those, also be warned. So, spoilers from here on out starting now. Good movie. Good, scary, creepy movie. I mean, as a big Stephen King fan, this was one of the first books of his that I read that I really fell in love with. I really enjoyed the book. I love the original movie. I saw the original movie years after I had read the book, and this was a pretty solid, decent remake of that movie. There were a few changes here or there, but that was okay because it actually kept things a little interesting and it kept you guessing as to how could this possibly end? Like what is the end result here? Like how is this going to work out or not work out for this poor family? And for the most part, it was fairly close to the book with a few exceptions. You know, no mention of the Wendigo. The entire family isn't zombified, for lack of a better term. The original book and the film, it's actually the little boy who's killed by the truck. Dad buries him. He comes back an evil killer child. And when his wife comes back after leaving the daughter with the grandparents, she comes back home. The little boy kills her. The husband finds his dead wife. Little kid's nowhere to be found, and he then buries his wife beyond the pet cemetery, and then she comes back evil and dead, and then she kills him. That's how it ends in both the book and the original film. But this movie ended a little differently, but that's okay because it kept the audience, I felt like, guessing and engaged, wondering what's going to happen next year. Like, how is this possibly going to end or turn out? But I really enjoyed it. You know, there was some moments there where I was really like, ugh, like holding my breath, just expecting something really scary to jump in our face. And sometimes it did, and sometimes it didn't. You know, I think I was less frightened of this movie than I thought I was going to be because I remember the book and the original film, and when I could see the scenes that were about to happen on screen, I'm like, oh, it's this part. You know, I had time to brace myself, but sometimes I didn't have that, and I still got spooked a few times, but that was the idea. Everybody did a great job. I love John Lithgow as Judd Crandall. I mean, the guy who played Herman Munster in the original film will always be the best, but John Lithgow did a pretty damn good job, as did everybody in this movie. And, Stephen King himself, I think, gave it his blessing, and he even warned people before the movie came out that this was going to be a scary movie. He was right. And just an enjoyable, supernatural, creepy thriller movie with some interesting messages about accepting loss and, dealing with death and mourning and grief and whatnot, just in a really twisted, fucked up way. Throughout the film, I found myself saying to myself, it's true what they say. It's like white people keep going back in the house. When they know there's something dangerous or scary inside the house, they can't not stop going back in there. But I also loved the little Easter eggs. There was the sign that said "Derry 20 miles." That's in reference to it. That's where the town of Derry occur. That's where the story "It" occurs, in the town of Derry, Maine. And then we also heard at Ellie's birthday party right before the freak accident, Judd was talking about a big Saint Bernard with rabies, obvious reference to Cujo. So I liked that a lot. I thought that was pretty cool. Overall, I really enjoyed this movie. Everybody did a good job. It was about what I was expecting it to be. It was a fairly close, faithful adaptation to the original book and the film. with a few differences here or there. I liked the twist with the Wendigo, where how they threw in like Native American folklore using a real legend like the Wendigo and tying it into this idea of resurrection in the pet cemetery. So I liked that a lot. And overall, I enjoyed this movie, and I would recommend it to anybody who's a horror fan, a Stephen King fan, a John Lithgow fan. Yeah, so I would say see it. The EdWord says see it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching another film review here on the EdWord. I hope you enjoyed this movie as much as I did. What did you think of Pet Sematary? Did you like it, love it, hate it, expecting more, expecting less? I want to hear your thoughts and opinions and your feedback. Please feel free to sound off down below in the comments section. Thank you again so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more film reviews like this one as the year goes on with more awesome movies to look forward to. Pet Sematary is now playing in theaters. Check your local listings for times. Have a wonderful rest of the night. And of course, until next time, may the force be with you.